Oh. All right. So.
No.
You keep your string. Pull up my chat over here. Wow, there's timeout lengths now. Sorry, I just saw that as a put on my chat thing. Okay. So I have 2 new teams. I am just gonna jump into ranked battles with them. Just why not? Both of them are doubles teams. Don't mind this one. This one's literally like they're literally in training. Also, I didn't realize. I guess they're still banned. That makes sense. So I'm gonna start with my Sun God's team. So this is a Sunny Day and Trick Room team. Random. So we'll see how this team does. I have not used either of these teams online yet. I have just made them. And that was all I really cared to do. I was trying to get teams trained quickly because I'm trying to get the Kitakami decks off, as I've said on some other streams. So I've just been trying to train teams. I'm currently in the middle of like training my 3rd team since the DLC, which is exclusively Pokemon that I caught in Kitakami. Hence the 2 that were banned, being a Poochyena and a... Who's the other? Because this is for speed. Hoot. I'm sure you're wondering why the hell is he training speed on a Hoot? I don't know. I wanted Air Slash to maybe flinch sometimes. I'm just mostly goofing. Alrighty. Oh! Got the Matcha Boy. Alright. I think I could do... potential backup, have you, and let's bring Latex. Alright. I have a very weird team. I'm sure they're sitting there like, what do I bring? And the answer is you could bring a lot of things. This team's probably not great. Ooh, that's new. I've never seen it do that little like face-off thing. Okay, so they just have Black Sludge. Oh wow, that did way more than I thought it would. But also, I'm unfortunately a little bit faster. So. Yeah, I'll just do this for... It's not going to do anything, but just because it can. Fine. Damn. Flora's dead, but that's okay. Okay, Twisted Dimensions are back to normal, which isn't great for me. Oh, because it has the air balloon. I'm a fool. Yeah, I messed that up. I was not thinking about how, yeah, it was in the air. Well, that misplay cost me the fight, but that's okay. Help them get their flex off. Alright. Pure electric. Oh, that's what. Okay, so that plus the air balloon. Okay, that is kind of smart. All right. Well, that one was not a win. Partially on a misplay. Partially just this team is kind of weird. It has some not super strong Pokemon on it, so that definitely has a little bit of an impact, obviously. But I think one thing I need to take into account is that Sunny Day won't be up on like in time for Sunflora to get 100% of the benefit from it. On like the first turn that Sunny Day is up. But okay. Bring Sunflora again. We'll bring Latex and we'll bring Bubblegum. Hello, hello. So I'm realizing this is taking a little bit too a little better. That is a lot better. And by a lot better, I mean something. I wanted this Sunflora to be able to do as much damage as possible. And honestly, it does more than I expected even before it gets its solar power boost. So. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I noticed too. And I guess they're going for like a bit of a... I don't know if it's truly an evolution theme team or if they're going for a penny theme team, because I think these are the same ones she has. Right? Right? I don't remember what her team is anymore. I think this person just really likes the evolutions, considering they don't have Jolteon on this team. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Alright. They are making it abundantly clear with the mask and everything. Okay. So they are setting up their screens. Pixelate Hyper Voice do a chunk. As always. Yep, that's why I'm running it. Alright. Ow. Alright, that actually might lead to me dying. I was not able to get the most out of my Sunflora here. No, I don't die. I do get to have get the most out of my Sunflora. You know what I'm gonna do though? No, I do have to use Giga Drain. I was gonna do something different, but I should definitely use Giga Drain this turn. So that I don't die. Alright, well Sunflora's probably gonna die to the Sylveon though. All right. Two can play at this game. I really like quads. Ah, dang. Okay, that was enough to one-shot my Wigglytuff. Unfortunate. I was basically relying on that not being able to one-shot. But they definitely could. I'm just gonna terrestrialize. I'm gonna die this turn no matter what. Like, there's no winning against that Sylveon at this point. That thing is terrifying with the throat spray. Oh hey, they didn't didn't quite take me out. But the two of them did. Sorry, goodbye bubblegum. Yeah, I think I'd prefer Clodsire to Quagsire, except for the shinies. I think shiny Quagsire is just better than shiny Clodsire. Yeah, all of the 7-star ones so far have had the hidden ability, so it's definitely gonna just be scrappy. It just fits the pattern. I did not know the Terror type yet. I'd heard that the 7-star event was coming up for Hisuian Decidueye. It's interesting that it's just gonna be grass. So I'm guessing it's gonna maybe have like Solar Blade, potentially. I think I get Solar. It definitely has Leaf Blade, but I feel like that's not impressive enough. So I feel like they're gonna go for like Solar Blade or something like that, as its big, scary grass move. Yeah, that's a fun thing about Clodsire, and it's not even intentional as far as I can tell. I think it's a it's like a bug in how it like jumps forward. Normally, it jumps forward and then like, you know, goes back to its position. But sometimes in this game, when it hops forward, the animation breaks where it stays where it's at instead of coming back. So it then has to turn around and like make its way back. It's very fun. Okay. Not expecting to see a Wigglytuff, like another Wigglytuff here, but I'm all for it. Raw just has a Soul Burst. I know, it's every single Dragonite that they run. Oh yeah, Ivy Cudgel. No! That's the one I targeted. Well, that made this a pretty bad turn for me. However, I think I know which one he's going to try. Well, that's just slightly annoying. Could be very annoying, we'll see. But... so far, we have hit slightly annoying. Also, why are they running Phantom Force Gengar? Because that's a physical Gengar. Gengar is not a physical attacker. Really don't understand their play. Didn't they have Dragon Breath? I feel like they had Dragon Breath in general. Oh, wait, if they use Phantom Force, they're going to hit through that. That was silly of me. Just take out the Belly Bolt. Alright, my Wigglytuff's about to go crazy, hopefully. Maybe. Yep. That was literally one of one of my favorite things about sound moves. Alright, this will make my Draining Kiss base 60 instead of base 50. Then we'll get 2 time stabs, so it's basically a 120 strength fairy move. But it's going to be super effective, so it's basically 240. Garchomp is going to have a bad time. I mean, Screamtail probably just does everything that Wigglytuff can do, but better. So it's like, it's probably better to do that. But I don't care. I'm just having fun. I think my Trick Room's still up. Oh, no, it isn't. Okay, cool. Nice. Good to know. All right, that was so mean. I have not heard Wendy Hellzone recently. I would hear it if I played that stage in Smash. But I have not played that stage in Smash. All right, I don't know what this player's deal was, but didn't go super well for them. So I think they were just kind of screwing around, having some fun, doing a weird team. I don't even know, based on what I saw of their team, I don't even know if their Dragonite was a normal Terra type. I would honestly be kind of surprised if it was, considering they had a physical Gengar and a Shadow Punch for some reason. A Shadow Punch Annihilate, when it's like just use Rage Fist. It's also a Ghost type punching move. It doesn't have poor accuracy, so it's like you're not really, unless someone is boosting their evasiveness or lowering your accuracy, like you're not going to have an issue using, like there's no problem using, you know, Rage Fist. And Rage Fist gets stronger every time you get hit, so it's like you might as well run it. Huh? Failed. I would like to try again now. Then after this fight, I'm going to switch teams to the other one. But we're at 1 win with this team. Which is honestly a little better than I thought, considering this is like a Trick Room team made of like some of the worst Pokemon in the game. So like 1 win is huge. That is like that. I take that as a victory in my book. So pretty good. So they're probably also running a Sunny Day team here, considering that they have a Torkoal. So I'll just maximize my Sunny Dayness for this team. Don't mind the fact that I'm going entirely special attacking. It's fine. We'll be fine. Ideally, I won't have to worry about the fact that I went with entirely special attackers. But I was out here with a Silent Fit. Green hair. It's not really a fit, but it's fine. I feel like all of these ones that are trainer to trainer are new. I don't remember seeing these before. This is a DLC song, I think. Yeah, I don't remember if this is Carmine's theme or if this is Kieran's. Or maybe it's neither, and this is the song that plays when you fight Ogerpon, I don't remember. But I feel like this is a trainer battle theme. Okay, can we survive it, please? You're pretty fat, you can take it. Yeah, Grumpig. Oh no. No! Oh, that sucks. Literally the one Pokemon I needed to have survive is dead. Alright, well, I lose. Oh, Grumpig. Oh, Grumpig. That sucks. Alright, I'm gonna have to terrasilize now. I don't really have a shot at winning, but it's like the only shot at Sunflora not dying before it can do anything. Oh, that was just a lucky miss. Lilligant has been deleted. Still one shot my Wigglytuff. Oh, I don't think I put bulk into my Wigglytuff. No, I did. I had to have. Yeah, I guess its special defense is just that bad. Rough. Well. Yeah, Flutter Mane sweeps here. If I had my Trick Room going, Flutter Mane would be doomed. But we can't have nice things. Very legendary centric team. So much stuff. That thing has to be running like a choice specs to do that much at like not full health. I will say I'm disappointed that they nerfed Battle Bond Greninja by removing the form change. It's just sad. That was like the only thing that made it interesting for me, was that it had a form change when it, you know, activated Battle Bond. Like, I didn't like Ash Greninja's design, but it was just cool that it was like, wow, it's like basically like you just have a Mega Greninja on your team now. So it was like a little disappointing when it was like just replaced with the stat boosts happening. I'm like, I mean, it kind of covers some of it, but it's like you don't get to use the Giganto like Water Shuriken anymore. You just kind of sit there with your normal ones. Yep. It's just like it was in Sword and Shield. Yeah. I feel like there's a part of me that feels like they won't, as much as I would like them to. Unless they put it in a game that has megas again, because I feel like they only want to do that if the game has megas. Alright, this guy's running a lot more meta of a team, except for Pincurchin. I feel like that's not very meta, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, it's probably an electric terrain set so that they don't have to run booster energy. That's my theory. We'll bring Apollo, and we'll bring Little Pig Boy, and we'll bring Exhaust as backup, and we'll bring Tex. Sure. I'm realizing I was going to switch teams after that last battle, so it's after this battle I'll switch teams. Have they been nerfed? I thought... Oh, true, because it used to be every time they entered the battle, but now it's just at the first time they enter the battle. I'm used to only ever seeing them in raids, so I always forgot that it happened every time. Because, like, you know, people would bring, like, their Zacian to a raid, you'd get your Intrepid Sword boost, and then Zacian would just, you know, sweep the raid. And then Zamazenta would try. I like Zamazenta's design more. It is not as fun to use in raids, but Behemoth Bash is an awesome move conceptually, and, like, the way they made it look. It's very cool. They're setting up Reflect first. I guess. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. That was the wrong choice. I'm gonna do this so that they can't, like, one-shot me with, like, a bug move. And so that on the next turn, I can sweep with Weather Ball. Prankster still had priority. That's okay. I think they might be trying to use Bullet Punch this turn or something. They might try to do it on my Grumpig, but they also could see my Sunflora as the larger threat and be hoping that it just does a bunch of damage and that I die to my Life Orb and Sunny Day, which, like, honestly fair. But we'll see how this goes. Oh, they just withdrew Caesar. Okay. They were like, nope. Indeedee instead. Okay. Boosting the special defense. Smart. This is still going to do a lot of damage, I think, with all of the boosts that I've got going on. Let's see. Sunflora. Oh, Sunflora. Alright, I like that. That was pretty fun. Gonna do it again. Sorry, Grimstar, you were not the target. so their Tailwind is gone. I'm gonna try to get some health back. You can't. You set up your own psychic terrain. You can't hit me. All right. Grumpig dies. Oh, they just left? Bro. You were faster than me now. You were faster now. You were finally able to outspeed me and y'all gave up to Apollo. I mean, he's pretty good when he works. Because Sunflora has really... the only stat it has, like the only good stat Sunflora has is... Oh wait, do I have to... Probably have to back out before I can... No! No! I can't change teams because I said search. Dang it. I wish I could change teams while I was searching. Just like I can change music. But hey, we're at 2 wins. Which, even better than I'd hoped for this team. So far so good. Alright. Sure is taking a while to find another team. We are. This will be my team for this one. You know, it's funny. I think people really like Family of 3 Tandem Mouse. And I think it's exclusively because it's rare. Because personally, I prefer Family of 4. I thought that Family of 4 was the rare one. Because I was like, oh, because it has more. And so it's like, oh, you normally have 3, but like if you're lucky, you get 4. That's what I thought it was. That's what made sense to me. And I was wrong. I could be in danger. Didn't die immediately. Okay, well, Wigglytuff did die. That's okay, because they gave me a free opportunity to set up Trick Room. Which is still bad for them. Not going after you. Why would you not population bomb the Grumpig? Okay, so you wanted to go down? Cool. I don't care. I want my Rever Room to go down so that Apollo can sweep. That's what I want. No. That's okay. At least Garchomp's confused now. I'm gonna laugh if he hurts himself in confusion this turn instead of hitting me. No, he does. He does. I'm pretty heavily boosted right now. Unfortunate. Well. This would be GG. I'm just gonna do this just to throw them off. Then I will die with dignity. Welcome back. I accidentally hit to search again with the same team, so I'm here with the same team still. You're not the one I was gonna hit. Well, I still died because it's so boosted. Now that thing had solar power. Thank you, Sunflora. I feel like I have fought here several times in the stream already. Surprising. Alright. We are going to switch teams. Switch battle teams. Pass and bash. This is also a doubles team. Pass and bash has a lot of weird Terra types. It's made up of Pokemon that are generally less bad than the previous team, including a pseudo-legendary. So, we'll see how this one goes. I am confident that it will be better than my previous team. Not that that's a high bar. Ogerpon's already allowed and ranked? Okay, Pokemon were banned. Huh. Weird. Actually, no, I'm gonna bring a Marigo because he is a stupid. Gonna go big brain on this. It's probably not gonna go all that well, you know, going big brain. I feel like I spent my big brain already this week, so like I'm gonna try. Who willingly chooses those? Interesting. Rude. I was gonna say, I'm like, this thing's super bulky. Special defense-wise. If they don't kill my Hydreigon this turn, this is very bad for them. Iron Hands, what's your plan? Okay. Okay, they do kill. Dang. Shell Bell's worse than Leftovers 9 times out of 10. Well, that was unfortunate because that threw off most of my game plan. And now I lost my Leftovers. Alright, you can kill my Florges. This job here is done. Just didn't go well. Yeah, because the Shell Bell will heal you less than leftovers. Unless you do more than half damage to a Pokemon with more than your health. Otherwise, it's always better to just have leftovers. So it's like, unless you're a Pokemon with really low hit points that deals a lot of damage, Shell Bell is generally better to have. Or just does not have a ton of hit points, but it's not low either. Yeah, this team that they brought is really difficult. For the team that. See, personally, this is a little bit controversial because this is not how they run it in tournaments. I think that legendary Pokemon of any sort, minor legendaries, like legendaries, mythicals, I don't think they should ever be allowed in ranked or in VGC. So I think that all of the Paradox Pokemon, which are given a legendary classification, they're just their own separate legendary class, all of them should not be like usable for this at all. Generally. Hypothetically, in scenarios, I think it's fine, but this season's rules are, I believe, still the ones that they use for VGC, and I think VGC should never allow it. I think that the optimal setup is for them to have... Oh, okay, I overpawn. Basically, the ideal way that I think they should set it up, you're probably still getting that speed. Okay, I was not expecting that one. I was expecting it to be the Flutter Mane so that it could just Slick Sweep. But you're gonna survive this hit. So like, unless I got a crit. If I get a crit, you don't survive this hit. Still flinch. Yeah, I wasn't trying to paralyze. I was just going for maximum damage. They did flinch. Oh my god. I can't believe that actually worked somehow. Alright, well, let's just do that again. If I get really lucky flinches, I can win. Oh wait, no, he had Fake Out, I forgot. Never mind. But yeah, like, I don't know, like, the fact that this is in ranked, this person's able to have a Paradox Pokemon, a mythical Pokemon, I think it's technically mythical, maybe it counts as a legendary, and a sub-legendary, legendary. There's three legendaries on their team that's allowed in ranked. I don't know. I don't think that should be the case. I think I could see the argument for one, like, but never more than one. I don't know. That's just me. Yeah, I think the way VGC should be set up, if I was the one to decide, is that if it has to be the same rule set that's currently going in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I would set it up where it's the season before has the exact same rules. Then you take the top 20 Pokemon from winning teams only, and you ban them. And then you can have the same rule set, but with the banned ones for the VGC set and the following rule set. And honestly, I think that's how it should always be in ranked. I think it should always be set up where you start off with sorry, I have to think. This is my chance. This is my chance to do the thing I want to do. I have to go for it. I can't not. It's my time. Okay. Anyways, I think that should always be how ranked is set up, where each season has the same pool, or at least every other season has the same pool of Pokemon, but one set is banned. I just think that's more fun. It's easier to see a variety of Pokemon, because that's my biggest thing that I'm not a huge fan of, is that typically the Pokemon that they have in VGC and stuff are the same on like everyone's teams. Like, there's going to be like a couple Pokemon that like switch around here and there, but for the most part, you're seeing the same. See, I know what they're doing. I am prepared for it. At least I'm as prepared as I can be for it. Here we go. Braviary is in anger mode. Oh, but I'm realizing my acrobatics is going to be ruined by this, because I'm going to be given my leftovers. It's fine. I guess hypothetically that could be for cases where I don't have my Forges with me. Oh, okay, Dondozo will use Protect this turn, so that the Flamigo can come in. Tatsugiri's gone. Flamigo comes in and co-stars. We'll see how this goes. Because my prediction is that they're going to use Brave Bird. So I guess hypothetically they could use like close combat as well. So if they're going Brave Bird, they did. Not against who I thought they would. Okay, I got the order up out of the way. killed my Braviary, unfortunately. No leftovers for you, sir. What type is it gonna be? Pure water still? No. Oh, okay, dragon. Interesting. Unfortunately, I don't think I can end up outspeeding him because he does have 3 boosts. This one will give me 1, and then Trailblaze will give me a second. Oh, he does outspeed. I can't believe it. If he flinches him, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, he does not flinch him. Well, Spathra goes down. But I know I outspeed now. No, but now he outspeeds. Curses. Alright, GG, that was funny. I almost did it. Oh, almost. I've wanted to have a Mirror Herb Pokemon ruin the Co-Star strat. And I did, but the Dondozo was still present and hard to kill. Unfortunately, it went that way. If I hadn't had Symbiosis aid my Braviary, I could have used Acrobatics instead of Body Slam. Though I guess I would have died anyways because the Dondozo was focusing me. The next turn. Oh, I could have had a Spathra too because a Spathra is an opportunist. I would have copied those stat changes. I need to remember that I can do that just by having a Spathra there. See, like this team, I look at it and I see, to me, 4 legendaries. I see 1 Paradox, 2 sub-legendaries, no, 3 sub-legendaries, a Paradox. Or does Cresselia count as a mythical? I don't know. I see 4 legendaries on this team. And then a pseudo-legendary. And what was the best? I'm gonna do this in the hopes that this allows me to survive. I don't know if it will, but I'm not gonna be weak to the ice anymore or the dragon. And that's really what I'm rolling with. Okay, he's gonna go normal. Yep. Everything uses E-speeds. The big scary boy with E-speed. Jesus. Are you kidding me? The strategy is too strong. It's so strong. Well, I do not do well because of that, because I did nothing this turn as a result. Like, why did they even E-speed? They're a dragon type against a dragon type. Like, yeah, it's strong, but like, jeez, it does not help you. It just, like, I think gotta be running. You know what? They're probably running a choice band. That's probably what it is. So if they're running a choice band, they're going to have to E-speed my Florges this turn. So I'm going to prepare for that. I probably should have used Trailblaze so that I would potentially be faster next turn. Prediction correct. Got a choice band. Because I'm not going to be faster now. But I guess I do get Anger Show now. So I could potentially take out this thing with a single Rock Slide if I'm lucky. Probably won't. But then again, he's going to E-speed me next turn, so... Oh, he had Focus Sash. Or not. It didn't show that it activated, so I just didn't do enough. That's even more tragic. Oh, I could have knocked off. Rip. Yeah, and then he still has speeds. Alright, get your kill. Use your extreme speed and kill my Espathra in one hit. Lame. Yeah, and that is why I would like to see the top 20 Pokemon be banned in the following season. Like, I think that Smogon kind of has a little bit of the right idea by having, like, you know, the different tiers. But I think the problem with the tiers is that there's each of the tiers becomes stacked. You know, it's like the best Pokemon in it are what you will always see. Like, if you go to OU, you will always see the OU Pokemon. If you go to Ubers, you will always see the Uber Pokemon. Like, you don't see a lot of variety within them. It's just variety, which one you play determines the variety of Pokemon you'll see. So it's like, instead of one stagnant meta, it's like a bunch of stagnant metas. And I think that's slightly better, but I think generally, like, if you have just banned Pokemon in each season, it's so much more fun. Or maybe even ban the ranked, like choose the like ranked bans based on the unranked top Pokemon or something. That could also work. That was a hard one for me to pick. It's interesting. I feel like my other team was worse Pokemon, but I think it was in a way a better team because it's worse Pokemon that make the better Pokemon worse Pokemon, if that makes sense. Whereas this team is just like good Pokemon for the most part, but you know, what are good Pokemon to, meta Pokemon? I have to reveal my cards a little sooner than I like to, but gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah, of course, use Reflect first turn. Rude. Oh, I did. I don't know why that did so little. Frail Blaze was also a single super effective, and it did a lot more. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, he was waiting to light screen. Braviary. Could you not be unable to do anything for like one turn, please? Yeah, the Sandstorm boost. I forgot my Hydreigon had nothing for those. I think I just didn't want to use my Espathra yet, if I could avoid it. Oh, that's big. At least it's dead. The annoying one is gone. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Not what I expected, but alright, yeah. GG's. Unfortunate. Grimmsnarl Tyranitar is a huge combo. Oh, I'm just dazzling them one more time. Like, I literally, my best team that I ever had, I actually can have again. Almost. I will be able to have it actually in full. Oh, that's exciting. Kind of. My Malamar is nerfed. Still a little exciting, though. The best team I ever trained was my doubles team. It was a mono dark team called Edge Plus. My Malamar was like the least common Pokemon on that team, but Edge Plus was a Mandibuzz, a Grimmsnarl, a Tyranitar, a Malamar, a Drapion, which actually I might not be able to have Drapion. I don't think that's in Indigo Disc. But like I can have most of the team back. Who's the last one? What? I can't remember the last one. But it was a pretty good team. See, look at this. Look at this team. Every single one of these is a legendary, a sub-legendary of some sort, or a mythical. Though I also don't know. I think that Urshifu is counted as a legendary as well. So maybe they're all legendaries, but like there's not a single Pokemon on this team that is not one of those. Like, this is a lame team. You use this team, you might as well wear diapers. Like, you're like, oh, gotta pick the legendaries, they're good. And it's like, they are good, but it's boring, and it's like, you didn't think. You just went, oh, we're a good legendary, a click, and you got them. Anyways, I should probably decide on a team, like, now. I just decided on a team, like now. Like, how much you want? Oh well, they have a shiny Mew. How much you want to bet their entire team is genned? I would bet a lot, except for the Ogerpon. The Ogerpon's probably not genned. Everything else probably is. Ah, dang it. Well, that turn went entirely the way I did not expect. Really? Already? I guess, like, fair enough, I suppose. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can get something nice going out of that. We'll see. I'm hoping that they Ivy Cudgel at Florges. Oh, the Horn Leech. Not what I expected. Ogerpon's gone, thankfully. Annoying little turd. Wow, I can't believe I survived that with 1 hit point. Like, actually. Nuts. Yeah. I was like, there's no shot. Their entire team is legendaries. I honestly did better than I expected to take out 2 of them. was just lame. It's like, because like if you lose to like a team that's good, like there's a sense of like, yeah, they deserve the win, but like it's much more frustrating when someone just brings like a team of all legendaries or a team of just very extremely everyone agrees is very good Pokemon. Because then it's just like, oh, okay. They brought the team that wins. Oh, they wins. It's like, how are you this low still? Like, did you just grab that? Did you just gen it? Like, oh, yeah, I should probably do some ranked. I guess it is early in the season, but still. Look at this. You got 2 legendaries here. A sub-legendary. I think Rotom counts, unless they lowered its classification. No, it doesn't have benefits here. Alright, this will be the team. Alright, what we got? Okay. Quite the lead. I wonder what their strategy is. I honestly don't really know what their strategy is going to be. Something annoying, probably. Are they just going to double storm? I could see them just double storming. Like, you know, why not? Oh, okay, no, one's gonna set up Tailwind. What are they doing? Go switch. He's just leaving. Alright, bye, buddy. You activated Clough's trap card. Their next mon gonna be former alpha is Ludra. I'm gonna cease to be dragon, in the hopes that this means I survive. I'm gonna use Snarl again to kill the Tornadus and lower the Gudras. Push one down further. Oh, okay, no, never mind. Because I thought they were gonna use their Fleetwood Storm now, but it's not. This could have used Trailblaze. Oh, I'm gonna use Surf. I'm a Dragon type. No. Somehow Braviary survived that. Don't really know how, because it didn't have Snarl or anything. I didn't do that little damage. Alright, you can win. Take your win. You didn't win yet. What are you doing? You're supposed to win. Take your win now. Alrighty. Unfortunately, I am too early in the rank for ranks to mean anything, so everyone just has, like, the most meta teams, and they just can win. Alright, well, we got no wins with that team. If I went to casual, it's just going to get worse. So I'm going to call that a day. I can show off a little bit of my next team. This one's named after a Fakemon. So cute. Look at it up close. Look at the little goober. His little lava effect's a little too subtle, I think, in this. I think it would be better if it was a little stronger. But honestly, generally, I think amorphous Pokemon that are more blobby have just looked a little worse in this game than I would have liked. They just look a little flat, I guess. Like Muck's the same way. Like, I'd pull out my Muck. Like, look at how flat he looks. Look at that. Because they don't have any of the shading, like the drawn on lines that they normally would do for shading, it just looks really flat because the model is not as complex as the design is. Like, if we look at look at that, you know, the artwork. Look at him here. His face does not have the face line. Why does his face not have the face line? Look at that. That is an essential part of its design, is that there's a line that kind of like goes down below the eyes. And that line is supposed to be like a fold. Like all of the dark ripples are like folds. Or like movement of the substance. But there's really none of that here. He's just flat. I think like that's part of the reason I think Muck is one of the worst looking mons in this game. Just because if they wanted him to look good with a simpler texture like what they have for him, they would have needed to really revamp the model. And they didn't do a ton more than like adding the eyes, obviously. Now, a Alolan Muck probably looks great in comparison, because it has lines of color built into it. So it's like it literally has to have those. Do I have an Alolan Muck in here? A poison box? I feel like I do. Maybe I don't. I do not. Or rather, an Alolan Grimer. Unfortunate. Oh, here's a Pokemon I just grabbed, though. Grab this Diglett. Alolan Diglett. Let's take a look at him. Pretty. There he is. Alolan Diglett looks great. I like that I don't know if it was... Stay in place, please. So Alolan Diglett looks great. I don't think that this was a modeled... like the dirt that it came out of was modeled before. I think that's new. And I think that looks great. The hair being metallic looks amazing. Like this is just good. Very good. Oh, he's so cute. I'm really excited to train him and get like an Alolan Dugtrio. Just to see what it looks like in this. Who else did I want to look at? Trying to think if there's other Pokemon that I pulled from past games that I wanted to see. I feel like there was, but I can't think of which one it was. I've already seen this, but this is my this I actually caught in this game. Transferred to Legends Arceus, evolved, transferred back. I have a shiny Kleavor. Oh, you know what? I haven't seen Dialga. I haven't brought Dialga out into the real world. So let's just do that. Okay. Dialga just flies. No need to walk. Dialga. Take a sit. Take a sit. That's you? You make that noise? It did not sound like you. Wow, okay, so the diamond has a nice little, like, texture to it. I like that. That does not... You cannot convince me that that sounds like a Dialga. And they're like... noise. No. I also have a Zacian. I don't have the sword. This is a Zacian I got online. Rated to get it. Let's see. Yeah, just generally looks pretty good. I think it's a little stretched, like some of the textures are a little stretched here. So like the braids don't really convey much of the braided fur that is going on. The tail looks great. These like sort of almost coat tail like fur chunks, like those look really good. All of the like cuts on the fur look pretty good. Trying to get a... Okay, I can't get a spot where she doesn't like disappear, but that looks pretty good. Now, what was it that I wanted to see? I wanted to see something else, like more amorphous. I don't have an Alolan Grimer with me. I mean, like I have a Poltegeist, but Poltegeist is a little small. Let's see. And Poltegeist, the other thing is that it doesn't have a lot going on. It has a gradient. But the gradient doesn't move at all. Like, Poltegeist, I think, translates pretty well just by the sheer nature of it not having a lot going on. What else we got? Oh, I do have... What am I talking about? I do have an Alolan one. Knew it. I already trained it. Okay. So, you stay in place. So yeah, if you look at Alolan Muck, it has the stripe across the eyes that it's supposed to, because that's a textural thing. You know, it's colors. I think this one just looks a lot better. Yeah, it's obviously not perfect. Like, could it look better? Probably. But this looks like an Alolan Grimer to me. I don't think like an Alolan Muck to me. I don't think the normal Muck in this looks quite as much like a normal Muck, because so much of its design is deeply tied to those dark purple patches. And those just aren't being utilized in the same way. The little, like, chunks, I don't think look the way at least I would imagine them to be. I always felt like they would be a lot shinier than they are. Like, they're, like, crystallized poison. These just kind of look like rocks. Let me see if I can look at the back. Too close to the back. So, like, yeah, like, looking at them up close, like some of these larger ones, like, they're not as shiny as I would like them to be. I would like them to be a little shinier. But generally, like, I think this is a lot more effective looking to me than normal Muck is in this game. Now, I think there are some problems. Like, I think generally this model could be higher poly than it is. It's too smooth of a model. Like, it's too smooth of a concept for the model to be this jagged. But I don't really blame them for it. Like, these Pokemon models are pretty high quality. And, like, if you look at it from this distance, like, this is, like, you know, say, like, battle camera distance, you're not going to really notice the jaggedness of the model. So it's, like, it's not too bad. You look pretty good. Yeah. We got any other more amorphous looking mons that I can insult and go, you look bad now? Or at least you look bad in general. I don't think I have any more amorphous ones. that don't have like a texture to them that like protects them from looking bad in this. Like, oh, you know what? I haven't looked at Geodude. I'm gonna look at Geodude. He's not amorphous, but specifically Alolan Geodude. Oh my god, you look so good. You're big too. Why are you so big? I feel like this is a big one. Did I just get lucky? Do I just have a big one? Stay in place. Good. Look at that. Okay, so the little like crystalline, like ferromagnetic rocks, they look really good. Honestly, this Geodude design looks the best it ever has here. This is so good. What makes my normal Geodude? Because that thing feels huge. Why does a Alolan Geodude feel so huge to me? Like, are you bigger? No, it's just Geodude's bigger than I thought. Wow. Look at that. I think Geodude looks great here. It's a very simple design, so it's very hard to make it not look good. But like the rocky texture is really nice. I think there's a little bit of like a sheen to it. I think that could be reduced. I think it looks a little too glossy. Sleepy time. What's it do? He just kind of goes, "Ooh, I'm sleeping." Doesn't even drop down. All right. What else I want to look at? I do have these Alolan Slowpokes. They are both shiny. Or sorry, not Alolan. Galarian Slowpokes. Galarian Slowpoke looks pretty good. I think these just being lines in the texture, with no added normal map, not ideal. I think it should have looked like this, but maybe it's not supposed to. Maybe it's not like a fold or a crease, but it looks like it's supposed to be like a wrinkle. And it doesn't really give that effect. Otherwise, they look pretty good. Slowpoke. Alright, what else we got? Let's look at Hisuian Braviary. Not really amorphous, but he's got the wings. No! You're not supposed to be fought. Get out of here. Go on now, get. Sorry, I wanted to look at the wings, the psychic flames that it's got going on. Let me take a look at those. Don't you battle me. Yeah, those look pretty good. I think I don't really care for the fact that the dark purple doesn't ripple at all. I don't know, I will say one of the biggest things that I'm not huge on about the new model sets, like flames and energy and stuff like that, is that because it's all the same model, it just kind of like ripples in the shape of like it's just a model that has like this like little distortion ripply effect, but it doesn't really look as much in some cases like fire as, you know, like what Moltres had, where it was like literally alternating different chunks of model basically that looked like these crazy flames. Now if these didn't just like ripple but like flicked in different directions, it might look a little better. And again, like with this purple, like this dark purple here, it just kind of ripples with it, and because it's on the inside, it doesn't ripple as much as the outer ones. So it just kind of like looks a bit static and weird. However, the head feathers, I like that little bit of secondary movement. Yeah, at the same time, I think Hisuian Braviary does look very good. Who else do we have? I mean, you're kind of amorphous looking. You've mostly just got the smoke. But coughing looks pretty good. I haven't seen wheezing. I do want to see wheezing. I want to see Galarian wheezing. That's what I want to see. You take a sip. So let's look at the smoke. The smoke here honestly functions almost identically to how it did before on the last 3D model. I think the only difference is that it looks like... Yeah, it's just that the smoke is shaded now. Whereas in the 3DS games and stuff, the smoke didn't have any lighting to it and was a texture that played on the inside. But now it's a texture that plays on the outside, I think. It could still be a texture that plays on the inside of the model, and then the shading is on the outside, but I think it is on the outside. And let's see. Yeah, those teeth are modeled. Little flat teeth. Let's see, I want to see a coughing sleep. Oh, he's so peaceful. So I'm gonna wind up with this stream being more time spent with me just staring at Pokemon that are a little bit amorphous and going, huh. Really? That's how they did ya. I made a full loop. Pretty much. Though I do want to, I haven't really looked closely at this one, so I'm going to look at Spiritomb really closely. Spiritomb, I think, let's take a look. Yeah, I think it's a little bit awkward looking. So Spiritomb, the way this one actually uses the inverse shading, so or inverse textures. So the texture for Spiritomb here is on the inside of this model of the disc that's spinning. And then each of the balls are also textured on the inside. The problem here is that they're also shaded. So because they're shaded, like if you look here at this angle, it's catching the light on in some ways that looks a little glitchy at times. It's not glitchy, it's just sort of a result of how they decided to do it. But like if you look at the back through here, if this weren't shaded, you wouldn't see where it connects like this. And I think they opted to shade it so that you could see that, but at the same time it leads to the most visual weirdness. Like you can see this like cutout circle where it connects to the thing because it's shaded. Its textures are on the inside. So like it's blocking those balls, but if you put it in a way, yeah, you can see the balls through the curve. That's a little wonky. But like other than that, I think this model looked really good. I think Spiritomb has always looked pretty good. It's an interesting and fun model concept. And you'll notice it's actually one of the only Pokemon where the mouth is not, like the mouth and eyes aren't really like 3D, but they are actually modeled. Like you can see polygons here. That's because the face is able to do stuff. It's not just a texture. And it does, you can see, I guess there is a little bit of shading you can see on it. But it is basically just a flat, for the most part, just a flat plane that's 3D modeled. And then has a texture for the eye. All right. Last one for the day. I'm gonna do a Gengar. Or sorry, not a Gengar, a Ghastly. Ghastly has this exact same issue with its model. So this is only on its new model because its old model, again, did not have shading affecting the model. On this one, you can see these weird like dark ripples that form. That is the underside of the model that you can see casting a, like basically having a shadow because it's in the, you know, it's not where the light source is. It's against the light source. So you get this like weird like shadow effect. Which like maybe it's intentional. Maybe they wanted it to look like that. It's a little bit weird. I think it would look a little bit better if they just opted to not shade it. And it looked flatter. Because like obviously it's not flat. Like if you were to rotate around it, you'd be like, yeah, it's not flat. I think also it would have benefited from kind of getting the I know I said it would be the last one, it's not. Kind of getting the Poltergeist treatment. Grass. So if you look at Poltergeist, this is going to be really small, so it's going to be a little tricky to see. I'm going to try to get as close as I can with the camera before it decides he's transparent. Okay, so little hands. You know, you see the little like trails of goop. I think if they had opted to do that with Ghastly's model, so that it had like these little like puffs of smoke effectively that come off of it, and maybe like trail off and shrink or do something to that effect, I think it would look a little bit better. Potentially, because like, you know, it's, if you look at its like box art sprite, this set of sprites, Ghastly has those. Ghastly has those little like puffs that stick off to the sides. I think having those be available to it for its model might help it a little bit. Then again, it's Ghastly. It's the first stage of a Pokemon people like. No one's going to have it for long. They're going to want to evolve it into a Haunter or a Gengar as soon as possible so they can see it be cool. And I don't blame them. Yeah, I think that's all the ones that I really have that are noteworthy. Oh, I guess, okay, here, let's take a look at Rotom. Rotom's not truly amorphous looking, but it kind of is because he's electric, you know. Let's take a look. So yeah, you can see it here actually as well. In the 3DS games, Rotom's little electricity field was not shaded. In this, it is a little bit, and so you can see. It's a little hard to see when it's moving like this, but if you got a screenshot. So you can see what I'm talking about here if I zoom in. You can see there's like this little edge at the top that's lit. And so the reason it looks like that is because it's shaded, you know? Now I'm curious, is it shaded the same way on the arms as it is on the body? Because the body, it's obviously an inverse texture. I think it is inverse here because it looks like there's a slight curvature to that, but it could also be because it's intersecting the face. But yeah, if you look at it, because my guess is that the blue of the arms that stick off to the side is, you know, an inverted face texture. So it's on the inside of the model, while the white is this little bit that's visible because of that. Alright, you can follow now. I feel like they slowed him down. I feel like Rotom used to be faster. It was significantly faster in how it moved in Sword and Shield. Yeah, he lost track of me. Look at that. It's a shame. He was so fast. Maybe it was too scary and they opted to do that as a result. Okay, but I'm actually done now. No more staring at Pokemon that have slightly amorphous bodies. I've done that for long enough today. Here's a few of my themed teams that I'm planning out right now. So this is an Overwatch one. This is a one themed around the Fakemon game that I've been working on. And you might go like, oh, why'd you have this one here if it's a Fakemon name? And it's because it's... This one's named after a first stage that is a fire type. It evolves and it stops being a fire type when it gets the rocky stuff. So it's like, hypothetically, I could do that, but I would name it after the one that's a rock poison type and not a poison fire type. And I'm also not going to make this one a poison type. I'm just going to keep him fire and I'm just going to name him that because he's named after the slug one that we had. That's it. But these ones are all much more heavily going to be focused on it. Some of them are going to be stupid and not good. Like this is going to be a support Pokemon. It is going to be built bulky. And I mean bulky. I mean max HP, split defenses. We're going to be boosting its special defense with a... I think I'm just EVing it. I can't remember. I have it like noted already. You know, this one here, it's a special attacker, right? I'm going to make it a physical attacker. How? This guy's going to swagger it. It's stupid. This whole team is going to be awful, I think, but it's going to do some really wacky fun things to make these Pokemon much more like their Fakemon counterparts that I named them after. Like Cytolphin here is actually a special attacker, so this one is going to be a special attacking version of a Palafin that's going to be a Psychic Terra type. You know, this one is going to have a Ground Terra type. It's going to just be basically Tauros. It's very similar to Tauros. Tauros is actually a little better in some ways. This one's just going to be bulky. It's going to be really fat. Have some moves. And I think it's going to have a lot of focus into its special defense to make it not bad. So yeah, we're gonna be going crazy with that one. This team is a little less crazy. Oh, I gotta change your name. This is supposed to be Hanzo. Change nickname, right? You're Hanzo. It's gotta be Hanzo. I don't know what else would it be named. Overwatch. Yeah, you're Hanzo. The Overwatch one is not going to be doable until the next DLC. Same with my Muppet team. So yeah, this whole team is going to be Overwatch themed. I need to get a Tepig from like after the DLC comes out, and then I don't know who I'm gonna put as my last one yet. I'm still figuring that out. But yeah, here's my two from my Muppet team. I'm struggling really hard to come up with the rest of the team from like the other major Muppets. Well, that's okay. Oh, yeah, this is the team that I'm currently training. This one is not going to be Diplin. This is going to be Appleton. I just wanted to use an Applin because I didn't have one until I got the DLC. I just happened to never find one in a tree. So I caught 3 of them as soon as I could, and now I have them. But anyways, I have rambled on about this for the last almost an hour, like 45 minutes or so, because I think I stopped at like an hour and a half. So I am gonna go. I am calling this a stream. I hope you liked my opinions and agree with me on them all. And if you don't, you are a bad person and I don't like you, and that is not true. Anyways, thank you so much if you joined me live or after the fact. Either was cool with me as long as you had some fun. That said, I'm going to go do human things as humans do, and you probably should too. If you want me to just sit there and stare at Pokemon textures and like talk about them for way too long, I could just do that as a whole stream because I basically did that already on this one. So, let me know if that's something that you would be interested in, because that, I know for a fact that's something I would be interested in, because I like staring at those really stupid details like that. Even if you don't, I do. I might just do that because I don't have a thing going on next week. I'm realizing I forgot to put up the. I said I would put it up and I did not. The subscriber goal. Remember to subscribe. If I hit 240 subscribers, I can bring back the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Wonderlock, because I can revive a Pokemon and then use that Pokemon to get to the trading center, trade some Pokemon, and have Pokemon that are not over leveled, hopefully. Emphasis on hopefully. If I don't get ones that aren't over leveled, I'm probably going to be stuck in the same spot until I hit the next subscriber goal. And I have like 2 Pokemon. And then I have to really hope those 2 Pokemon can carry me through the Pastoria City Gym. And they probably can. So, yeah. Anyways, this is way too long now of an outro. I've just made this whole thing long. I'm just rambling. I'm in a rambling mood today. I might just do that as my stream. I might just look at a bunch of Pokemon. I might dedicate like, a chunk of time just staring at Pokemon that I've already trained. Like literally ones that I already have trained, because now I can like freeze them in place and like look up close at them. I'm gonna be abusing that, not in like a bad way, like abusing it like just obsessively staring at them, going like, scales, really? You thought scales on this one? Okay. Not like, let's go take a look at the Hatterene. Like, no, I'm talking like, really? You didn't put a hair texture on Hatterene, even though the whole thing is that it's a counterpart to Grimmsnarl and they're both made of hair? Weak stuff. Like, literally, it would just be stuff like that, but for like 2 hours. So if you would find that entertaining, please let me know. I'm honestly, I might even do it whether or not you want me to. Because I have control over what I stream. And you don't. But yeah. I might just do that. Anyways, thank you so much. I already said this whole outro, but I'm gonna say it again. Thank you so much if you joined me live or after the fact. Either way is cool with me as long as you had some fun. That said, I'm gonna go do human things as humans do, and you probably should too. So thank you so much. Goodbye. I'm going to leave now before I continue to ramble for too long. Okay. Goodbye. I'm leaving now. I don't think I'm close enough to the mic for this to be actually kind of loud. I'm gonna get a little closer. Am I close enough now? I think I'm getting pretty close to the mic. Okay, now I'm definitely close enough to the mic for this to be really loud. I'm just trolling at this point.